I told my ex-friend's parents her daughter let someone assault me and that's why she's not invited to my wedding. TW. Throw away because I just wanted to vent and not have this connected to me. Sorry if it's a little long but I have been holding this in for 2 years. 24F met 25F Lauren when we were in 4th grade. We were inseparable from that first icebreaker activity. Even when I went to a different school for junior high we were sisters even though we only saw each other 2-3x a year. We went to the same high school and it was like nothing changed. Her mom and dad called me their daughter. People thought we were related in some way and people would say our souls knew each other in a past life. I just wanted you guys to see how close we were and how much she really hurt me when she chose him over me. It was 2 years ago. We had just graduated nursing school and she invited me, her boyfriend, and my boyfriend for a couple's vacation. We were drinking. I only had half a spiked lemonade. I don't drink, I don't like the taste. The only times in my life where I had alcohol was when I turned 21, a sip of wine to see how it tasted, and this half-consumed spiked lemonade. I told them I was going to bed because I was way too tired. So I went to our room. About 2 hours later I feel someone crawl into our bed and I assumed it was my boyfriend obviously. So I start falling back to sleep until I feel my pants being taken off and a hand enter me. I sit up immediately because it was uncomfortable. My boyfriend keeps his nails short for work so I shouldn't be getting almost daggers in my with nails. I push the person off and it's him. I scream and punch him and run downstairs. I scream and cry to my boyfriend who was just passed out on the couch and tell him what happened. They started fighting and soon Lauren comes downstairs to help me break it up and she asks what happens and I tell her. He starts calling me crazy and then it switched to I wanted him to I was in the wrong room. Lauren tells me that maybe we should leave because it's causing drama. My mouth was in hell. So we left. The next day she calls and says that he says it was a mix-up and he thought I was her. I try to get through to her that my bedroom was on the top floor and theirs was on the bottom. There's no way he got that mixed up. She tells me to just let it go, it was a mistake, it won't happen again, don't ruin this for her. I hung up the phone, blocked her, erased her from my life and I haven't spoken to her since then. I moved about 40 minutes away with my boyfriend. 5 days ago she shows up on my doorstep. I still keep in contact with her mom and dad. I sent them an RSVP for my wedding. I guess she found out where I live and shows up on my doorstep with her parents. She brought them to try and persuade me to forgive her and invite her. Her parents don't know why we don't talk anymore. I didn't want to embarrass her to her parents. She's their only child. She stood out there pleading and begging and she has the nerve to say let bygones be bygones. It was a long time ago, we both made mistakes. I told her it was a mistake to let your boyfriend assault me and then kick me out but stay with him. Her parents' faces dropped. She clearly never told them and they started going off, most of it in Spanish. They couldn't believe she'd do that. How could she let this happen? Is this the same one that assaulted her cousin? They apologized profusely and left. I looked him up and sure enough he's in prison for something I won't speak about here. She shows back up at my house banging on the door saying I ruined her life and I should have just shut up and forgave her because she's not even with him anymore. Over my ring told her yeah you're not with him because he's in prison now for something worse than what he did to me. You deserve everything you got, now leave or I'll call the police. She was screaming and banging on my windows. I called the police and they told her she needed to leave. I called her parents to apologize and they said they'll leave me alone if that's what I want and they understand if I'm furious with them. I told them absolutely not, you two are still Ms. Padres. You better show up to my wedding or then I'll be mad at you. Then I didn't feel bad about outing her but she was their parents' only daughter. I know they call me their daughter but I can never be what she was to them. I am kind of thinking maybe I should have just said we fell out over a different reason but to try and still protect him after doing that to one of her family members. I'm conflicted.